Hi,
Hi.
I'm Ezra Soiferman, and I'm here at a local cafe, Coquinos. And I just heard this morning that Ed McMahon had passed away. Ed McMahon was, I think, 86 years old, Johnny Carson's assistant, and passed away yesterday, or this morning. Now I'm at Coquinos, and I see a fellow here, and he starts talking about how Ed McMahon passed away. And I thought, yeah, Ed McMahon. And then I noticed that this fellow resembles Ed McMahon. And I was about to say, do, what a coincidence. Have people told you that you resemble Ed McMahon? And he starts telling me about it. So I'd like you to meet Eric,
Hi.
because he seems like a very fine man.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Nice to talk to you.
I've got a question for you.
Certainly.
What is it about you and Ed McMahon?
Well, I don't think there's much about me and Ed McMahon other than we both have. I am about 50% Irish, and Ed McMahon was all Irish, and he was a little older than I am, but I grew up watching him on the Carson show, and later on, I guess as years go by, for some reason or another, I started to look a little bit more like him. I don't think I really looked like him when I was young, but as time went on, it seemed that I looked a lot like him, and at one time, as I mentioned before to you when we were talking prior to this conversation, I was in a nightclub downtown, and a couple of people were sure. I happened to be in a tuxedo that night, by the way, which I suppose would help the cause, you know. But anyway, a couple of people were sure that I was Ed McMahon, so I had some fun, and I had one guy tap dancing in the middle of the aisles, and this was when he had that program Star Search, you know.
Did it worry you that he would pass away and you wouldn't have a chance to meet him?
No, not really. I didn't stay up nights thinking about it, to be honest with you. I would have
It
liked
never
him.
crossed your mind?
I don't think so. No, I think, I don't know. I think opportunities happen, and if they're supposed to happen, they do, and if they're not, they don't. You know, I met a lot of other wonderful people in show business and during my years, and he just wasn't one of them, unfortunately.
If you were invited onto television to be to play Ed McMahon
Yeah.
in a documentary about his life,
Right.
or a fiction film about his life, even,
Right.
what would your fee be? Just in,
I really couldn't
would you
answer that
would you
question.
accept if they said we want you to do it for free, to play Ed McMahon in a big film, but we want you to volunteer for the cause? What would you say?
I don't know. I really have to think it through to be that. That's a question really wouldn't want to answer right off the top. You know, it would depend who it asks. I'd have to know more about the background.
Big studios.
Big
A big picture about Ed McMahon.
And so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I've always tried to do things for charity if it was a real charity thing. However, I'd have to know where the money was going or what they were going to do it, even though they weren't paying me.
All to a
necessarily.
foundation that Ed loved, Ed
To a
supported.
foundation. Well, you know, I'd probably give it some serious thought. That's about all I could say at this point. First of all, I don't know if I could do it, to be honest with you.
You got the
because,
best training.
I have the.
They gave you training for a year straight on how to be a fantastic actor, and they said, we want you to really nail it, to be Ed McMahon in this film. But we want you to do it for all the money that would have gone to you,
We'll go
to Ed's charity.
Well, I'd certainly give it some. At this point, I'm not going to say yes or no, but I'd certainly give it some serious thought. I'll say that. Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay. Have fun. I got to go out and see my buddy for a few minutes. Good talking to you, though, just the same.
Great to talk to you too.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.